Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for me to welcome you back to yet another episode of our Leicester City career mode here on FIFA 16, and today we've got another 2 games for you and also some transfer shenanigans as well. Now I do apologise straight away the fact that we've only got 2 games this episode, but it's because of the fact that we're in the transfer window. Obviously we can only get a certain amount of game time done, otherwise the episode's like 20 minutes long. I mean, I don't know if you guys want me to, do episodes that are that long, I'm not entirely sure, but for now we're doing 2 games and some transfer activity. Obviously last time I gave you guys the vote as to which winger we should get to replace Patrick Herman, and you guys went for this man. Domenico Berardi just about was drawing when I recorded the gameplay. I think that's since changed now, but when I was actually recording the gameplay like yesterday, he was drawing, and I then just based it on the fact that a lot of the comments said to get Berardi as well. So we're going to go ahead and try and get this guy. Obviously we haven't got him yet, we still need to agree personal terms with him and see if Sassuolo accept our initial bid, which is just a straight swap deal actually, him in return for Herman. Before we find that out, it's time for the first game of today's episode, the first of 2 cup games in today's episode. This one though is the first leg of the Capital One Cup semi-final, and it signals a debut for that man there, Nampalys Mendy. The man who, of course, signed for Leicester from OGC Nice in real life. We have signed him in this save as well, hoping, of course, that he will do a very good job. Here you can see the squad, though, in the background. A few changes, a few sort of younger players coming in. Kamano, Karlgren, Klosterman, Amati, Ben Chilwell all into the side, and, of course, a debut for Nampalys Mendy with Vardy and Zahavic up front. And straight from the get-go, in the first minute, Mendy already doing that sort of Kante role, and then providing a chance here for Luka Zahavic, who gets the shot away, but it's saved fairly comfortably in the end by Simon Mignolet, and I think Francois Kamano is offside afterwards. And again, within the first 10 minutes, Nampalys Mendy's doing a very good job of intercepting things and making some good tackles. Now going forward though, Riyad Mahrez has cut past Alberto Moreno, sees Marcus Karlgren in the centre, and a wonderful block. Brilliant bit of defending there from Martin Skrtel. We though are on top in this game. Mahrez going past Alberto Moreno again. This time he's brought down in the box here against Liverpool, a team we have a very good record against. We've beaten them 4-0 I think 3 times, or scored 4 goals against them on 3 separate occasions. We've started off well in this game. We've got a penalty. Riyad Mahrez will dust himself down and take the penalty that he, of course, earned after skipping past Alberto Moreno. He's running up to take it. Mignolet tries to psych him out, but stays down the middle. And we are 1-0 up. Riyad Mahrez, the Algerian maestro, the magician, has scored a slightly easier goal this time, and a wonderful backflip, which is becoming his signature celebration actually in this save, to top it all off, to put the cherry on top of the cake. And we now lead this game 1-0. Going forward again, right on the edge of half-time actually, and Ben Chilwell, the left-back, the youngster, playing a nice through ball down the line there for Jamie Vardy. He's got Francois Kamano and Karlgren in support. He finds Karlgren, then to Mendy, then to Kamano, and an incredible quick passing team play goal, finished off by the Guinean winger Francois Kamano. He doesn't get many goals. In fact, we don't get a huge amount of great performances out of him, but that is a wonderful finish, concluding some incredible one-touch play there. Vardy finding Karlgren, then to Mendy, then to Kamano, and all one-touch football. An absolutely beautiful team goal to put us now 2-0 up in this first leg. But Liverpool in the second half, forcing 2 saves there out of Karius. It was a bit, it wasn't a great save in the first place, spilled it somewhat actually, but did well to recover against Martin Skrtel. Liverpool getting back in this game, but Mikkel Vestergaard, who's off the bench, Youth Academy graduate with some lovely skill down the wing. The ball into the box is cleared away by Martin Skrtel. It's going to drop though to Riyad Mahrez, who's going to turn and force a shot there, but unfortunately it just zips past Simon Mignolet's far post. Liverpool getting well back into this game. Joe Allen with a strike there, it's deflected. Alberto Moreno lucky to stay on his feet, or we were lucky that he stayed on his feet, and he blasts it into the side netting. But Liverpool are sounding some alarm bells here, and our 2-0 lead is looking in doubt. Certainly now that Lallana's pinched the ball off Chilwell, and Daniel Sturridge has finished it off to halve the deficit for Liverpool and crucially get an away goal in this 2-legged tie. Daniel Sturridge, again the bane of our lives in FIFA career mode. Lallana stealing the ball after Ben Chilwell's mistake, and is now 2-1, but we're still going forward. Mikkel Vestergaard, wonderful take. Can he score? No. No composure from the Danish youngster, who looks very skillful and very influential in games. But that was a very poor miss. He needs to work on his finishing, as is a general trend with Youth Academy players on this actual game. But nevertheless, the game does end 2-1. It probably should have been 3-1 in the end. But we managed to stem the momentum, that Liverpool got after that goal from Sturridge. Nampalys Mendy, though, on his debut with man of the match. Not a bad way to introduce yourself to the fans. Francois Camano with a good rating as well, of course, after scoring the second goal for us. Here you can see, though, after that game, we've got some word back from some of the players that we are trying to sign. Sevilla have actually accepted our bid for Yevgen Konoplyanka. We're still going to try and go in for him, obviously, just as a backup, just in case Berardi doesn't work, although Sassuolo have actually accepted the offer that we made for him as well. But unfortunately for us, Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern Munich, respectively, have rejected our offers for Karim Bellarabi and Douglas Costa, respectively. Now, Douglas Costa was the player that Berardi was drawing with in the vote, but I still decided to just sort of end negotiations with Douglas Costa and go in for Berardi instead, purely because the comments said Berardi a little bit more. Making a contract offer, though, for Yevgen Konoplyanka, just as a backup, just in case things go wrong. With this man, the Sassuolo winger, the 23-year-old, he's wanting 60k, which is 15k more than he was on at Sassuolo, this Serie A team. He's worth 19 mil, which is about the same as Patrick Herrmann, hence why we're getting him in a straight swap. But he's about 4 years younger, I think, than Patrick Herrmann. Crucial first-team player, a squad role, and also a 4-year contract. Now, in the background, now this is an interesting one, because I need you guys to answer me a question here. In the description, there will be a straw poll asking you guys whether I should start counter-offering, or whether I should counter-offer really, you know, specifically this deal here. Bayer Leverkusen have offered £20 million for Embolo. Now, if we counter-offered something like 38 mil, 40 mil, because he's in good form, that would be very much worth the money. So do you guys think we should start countering for players like that? I know Embolo is a bit of a fan favourite, but we could obviously replace him with a much better player with the amount of money that we have already, and, you know, 40 million for Embolo would be ridiculous. So drop that in the vote that you'll see in the description, the straw poll vote, and you guys can decide whether we should counter-offer there Bayer Leverkusen's offer for Embolo, who you saw on the screen a moment ago. And he's actually playing in the second game of the episode, an FA Cup tie, I think it's the 4th round, against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. So pretty difficult draw that we've been given. It's basically the starting 11 that you usually see in most BPL games. But Chelsea are actually going to put pressure on first of all in this game. The ball's dropping out of the air, and Cuadrado with a wonderful volley after the corner in from Victor Moses. A great save there from Loris Karius. Another shot is deflected, and Karius is there to punch away again. The German ex-Mainz goalkeeper still in wonderful form, but he wasn't able to get to that shot there. Oscar. Now, him and Dybala were the players to watch out for in this game, so it's going to be a bit of a war between those two, I think, on opposition sides. But as you can see, Patrick Herrmann's pinched the ball off Ivanovic. Wonderful through ball to that man, Dybala, and Dybala has scored and given us the lead, and he's done what the other player that we were meant to watch out for, being Oscar, could not do at the other end. Patrick Herrmann, though, in potentially his final game for the club, with a wonderful assist and a calm and composed finish from Paulo Dybala, something we haven't really seen in recent episodes, but that was a wonderful finish to give us a 1-0 lead. And Dybala now, with all the confidence in the world, on the spin, trying to score from outside of the area, and he came very, very close indeed. Right at the start of the second half, and Briel Donald Embolo's won the ball back off Van Ginkel. Dybala's now found N'Golo Kante, who sees an on-rushing Patrick Herrmann. Kante is staying back at the edge of the area. He goes for the shot, is deflected, and Begovic is there to save. And this is a very, very open game. Cesc Fabregas with a wonderful ball, though, over the top to find the Brazilian youngster Kennedy. He sees Oscar, his compatriot, in the box, and Oscar... him and Dybala are warring against each other in this game. Dybala has scored. Oscar should have done by now. He puts the shot wide. It is now time for us to make some substitutions, though. Zahovic is coming onto the pitch, I do believe, instead of Dybala or potentially Embolo. Cross, though, coming in from Drinkwater. It's a failed clearance from Kurt Zouma, and the ball somehow has gone into the back of the net. Who is it? It is that man that's just come onto the pitch. Luka Zahovic, the Slovenian striker. This kid just knows no bounds. He has no fear. I mean, I don't understand. He was meant to come in as a backup young prospect player. He scores on such a regular basis. I think it did actually deflect off Cesc Fabregas, but we've now doubled our lead again in this cup tie, and it is 2-0. Hopefully we won't concede like we did against Liverpool, but Chelsea going forward. The shot there from Moses, well saved by Karius, but Cuadrado is there, the man who had Chelsea's first chance of the game to put the ball into an empty net, and there was nothing Karius could have done about that one on the rebound. Unfortunate for him, he's had a very, very good game. That was a very good save as well. But unfortunate that he still ended up conceding and losing the clean sheet. Chelsea are going forward trying to get an equaliser. We have quelled that now into injury time. The ball forward from Perez. It's actually found another substitute, Shani Tarajai, who got the better of Kurt Zouma and gets the better of Asmir Begovic. And once again, the cherry is supplied on top of the cake to make it 3-1 in extra time. Begovic can only palm it into his own net, and Shani Tarajai gets his first goal in flipping God knows how long. I can't remember. the last time Shani Tarajai, the young Swiss forward, scored a goal, but he does get one in the 90th minute. Someone who's actually been associated with bad luck, actually. Something I've noticed whenever Tarajai comes on, we end up conceding or he has a bad game, but he gets a 7 rating for that goal. It was a very good goal as well, very powerful goal at the near post. Patrick Herrmann, if it is his swan song, what a way to go out. Gets man of the match after that assist for the first goal, and what an assist it was for Paulo Dybala's goal, who certainly got the better of Oscar in that one-on-one clash that the game was talking about before the game started. Oscar missing several chances, and Dybala being very clinical and taking his. In terms of training though in the background, the man who scored actually against Liverpool in the first game of the episode, Francois Camano, is rewarded with some growth. See, he's gone up to 77, and one of our Youth Academy graduates, Frederick Riex, who also featured in that Liverpool game, is now up to 65 overall. Meantime, back in transfer activity, Yevgen Konoplyanka, actually, thankfully for us, it wasn't Berardi, but Konoplyanka actually declined the contract offer. However, this man, the Italian youngster from Sassuolo, who I think is on loan from Juventus in real life, I don't really understand the Berardi-Juventus situation, and we're going to hopefully sign him, but for some reason, apparently, we're going to go over the maximum limit of the squad, even though we're swapping Patrick Herrmann in the opposite direction. So, I mean, there's a glitch for you. Well played, EA. I mean, we do have 52 players. The game isn't wrong, but Patrick Herrmann will be leaving as part of the deal. We're not gaining a player. We're just replacing another one. So Patrick Herrmann goes off to Sassuolo. We get Berardi. We had to release Jack Barmby in the sell players option just to make space for him, even though we didn't even need it because we still have 51 players because Herrmann's gone in the opposite direction. I don't know. It's just EA, isn't it? Realistically, here though you can see Domenico Berardi after that basically free transfer, the swap deal. He is 81 overall as well, but is younger than Patrick Herrmann, as I mentioned at the start of the episode. Very good sprint speed, acceleration, and agility, and also very good penalties as well. So maybe potentially a new penalty taker. We'll have to see whether Riyad Mahrez allows the new man to take penalty duties off him. Nevertheless, though, in the background, you can see that we've still got £33.5 million left after signing Nampalys Mendy and Domenico Berardi. Now, I do want to sign Demarai Gray because obviously he signed for Leicester in real life, but I am going to give you guys something unprecedented here, okay? I'm going to give you the license to go ham, okay? We've got £33.5 million in the bank. I reckon we could probably ask for another 6 or 7 from the board if we got really desperate. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to say whatever player you would like me to buy. And whoever gets top comment, I'll buy it as long as it's not a jokey option. Obviously, if it's Emil Heskey, then, I mean, that may not happen. If it's actually a realistic transfer, well, I mean, it doesn't have to be an unrealistic transfer. As long as it's a transfer that's actually going to improve our squad, that's what I mean. As long as it's going to be a transfer that's going to improve our squad, I will buy that player. I think this is probably going to be the last season of this series anyway, so I might as well allow you guys to just go absolutely ham. So leave your suggestion for a player, not players, because then I won't know who to buy if it gets top comment, for a singular player that you would like me to buy in this series, obviously within the budget that we have. And whoever wins top comment, I will pick that player. So make sure to thumb up each other's comments, because then I know which player you guys want me to sign. And it's just a bit of fun in it, realistically. It's just a bit of fun for you guys to sort of give me a player that maybe, we wouldn't have thought about buying, but, who cares? So give me a centre mid, a goalkeeper, a centre back, a full back, whatever player you want me to give, whatever player you want me to sign, just drop it in the comment section. I will try and sign them. Nevertheless, that is basically it from me. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the likes button, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
No, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's